Hi.
Hi.
Today I want to talk to my husband about our recent trip to Iran. We traveled recently to Iran to visit my family, get married, and it was his first time in my country.
I'm Jude Adanute. Where am I from? I'm from here. I'm Ghanaian, yeah.
Yes, he's from Ghana and I'm from Iran. Can you please not? Okay, he thinks that dog is a dog. I want to ask you, what was the very first impression you had on Iran?
The people, they're really cool people. Prior to going to Iran, you have all these funny ideas running through your mind, right? But when I stepped foot in Iran, right from the immigration to me coming out from the airport, I think everyone was cool. Everyone was really nice.
What is the most memorable memory that you have on Iran?
That would be when we visited Persepolis, because I really
The
love.
place you didn't want to go? I had to beg him to go to Persepolis. He was like, why? Do you even know if it's real? People tell you something and you believe it.
No, you know what? Definitely they have trust issues, right? With these things, you come and tell me this something from 14, 15. I'm like, what if someone just?
And what happened? No. What happened? How did your idea change?
When I got there, really, like, I fell in love with it because I'm into construction, right? So when I got there, I fell in love with the architecture, with the structure, everything. Like, it was just mind blowing.
What was the worst part of traveling to Iran?
About Iran was, I think, that the flight from Tehran to Shiraz, right? The pilot, I don't know which school he attended, but his landing was really bad. Like, he just dropped, boom. Like, dude, dropping, and you should go.
At some point, he got up from his seat, and he was running away. And I had to hold him like, where are you going? We are all on the plane.
I didn't run, but the guy, seriously,
you were really scared.
Because
I've seen you this scared on a roller coaster once. How was it to be a black person in Iran? Did you feel like people were different to you, or discriminative towards you?
Oh, okay. So, to be honest, I mean, I didn't feel anything, because I think it felt normal. I was rather feeling weird, because I'm like, okay, this is an Islamic Republic. I have to make sure I don't go contrary to anything, right? So I was being too careful in my first days, right? I was very careful to make sure maybe I don't go against any rules or whatever. But as to the people, no, like, seriously.
Did you face anything?
No. I think it was only that girl in the elevator side. I don't know what she even said, but I felt.
You felt it?
Something. I felt so.
I tried to hide it from you, but there was this girl, we were getting in the elevator and she like gasped. Like, I got scared. And I got really annoyed with what she said, because even let's say you got scared for whatever reason you had. You shouldn't say it out loud. Like, that's a basic courtesy or basic manner. So I really got annoyed with her and I said something mean to her. So, which I'm not feeling bad about it. But overall, my idea, because I could hear what people were saying, right? The comments people had around us. I didn't see anything negative while we were in Tehran.
I was okay. I think it was that instant. I felt something, even though I didn't understand what you said, but I felt like something was off. But everyone was really nice, from her family to her friends to everywhere I went. I mean, welcoming, and like, it's like normal, because no one even stop to stare at you or ask you a question. Like, everyone is just, it's as if like they seem to be a part of them, right? So
I think it's also because we know that the tourism is not that active and not many people travel. So once a person travels, we want to make sure that he has a good experience, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there is no racism in Iran. In no way I'm not saying that. I think that we also have racism. We also have tribal discrimination. We have all these things, but maybe it's on a deeper level. Maybe on your first trip you don't really see it, but I'm not neglecting the fact that it exists. What I think I'm privileged is that I have a family that they don't discriminate. They don't see the things this way. And I think the family interaction was interesting. Like my great grandma, who's like 90 something years old, she was talking to him and she was asking me to translate whatever she was saying to him. And that was really interesting. Like I was just thinking she would have never in her wildest dream think that her great grandkid would travel to Africa, you know, all these things.
Yeah.
What do you think is the Ghanaian mentality of Iran?
Typical stereotype would be like, oh, bombs and war in Iran. But I'm like, Iraq and Iran are two different countries. Syria is a different country. Afghanistan is a different country. It's like,
I think they put everything in one bag.
It's like you saying there's war in Ghana whilst there's no war in Ghana. Meanwhile, there's war.
But I mean, there are still a lot of people who don't travel to Africa.
Exactly.
Because there is war, I don't know, in Somalia. But I think that is unfair that, let's say, because there's a problem in Central Africa or Somalia,
Rwanda, they'll fly.
And they don't travel to Ghana. I think that's unfair to Ghana.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. I think
happens to Iran.
I think it's more to do with media, right? If the right thing is put out there, we'll consume the right thing. If the wrong news is put out there, we'll definitely consume the wrong news. There's all this thing about Iran nuclear with the US and North Korea and all this thing going on. So in people's mind, they feel like it's really unsafe and all that, but it's a very peaceful country, very safe. Very, very safe. Like I never felt anything
danger
at all. Zero people.
I mean, we shouldn't also neglect the problems that Iran has, right?
No, I'm saying
the political problems are there. You know, there are a lot of people who ask me whether how can they find a Persian wife. Can you give us some tips on how?
Guys, that's a whole topic altogether, really. So,
hey, does that mean that it's difficult?
I'm telling you.
Are you saying?
Guys, I'll tell you the truth, really. They're really pretty, really cool people. And they have the other side, so if you can, you know.
But what was the cultural shock for you when you were in Iran?
Cultural shock.
Something that you saw and you were like, whoa, how is this happening?
They may eat too much sugar.
You know, in Ghana, people believe that
oh my God,
women only eat sugar.
It's not only women. Like
if you're a man,
you shouldn't consume too much sugar.
As a man, you know, because you're a man and you're strong.
Yeah. Like you shouldn't take in too much sugar because of diabetes and other things.
So women should only get diabetes?
No, like other things. There's one thing, but I can't say it on air, right? The other thing
Who said that?
As kids, we're told not to be consuming too much sugar. As a man, right? They take cubes of sugar and put it in their mouth and sip like 2 or 3. Then they put another cube of sugar. I'm like, wow, these people are consuming too much sugar. Like, it was, to me, a real shock.
What was your favorite Persian food?
Kebab.
Kebab. You like the chicken kebab?
Yeah, I love the chicken kebab. It's so
That's
nice.
saffron chicken kebab.
Oh my God.
It's really good.
Oh my God, it's super good. They don't also eat spicy food. So I'm advising you, if you're from Africa or you love to eat spicy food, take your shito, as we say in Ghana, take your shito or your hot spice, your chili spice, and take it to Iran.
No, but after I think a week, you got used to not having shito again.
No, it was when I ran out of shito. I didn't have any option.
Okay, he lied a lot when he was in Iran. He said like, oh, the food is so good, the food is so good. We came back to Ghana, I made the same food for him and he's like, I don't like this food.
No, it was,
how come you were saying you like it over there?
No, this one dish, which is her favorite, right? It's meatballs with sugar and sour.
So it's a
sweet sour mixed kind of stew, right?
Yeah.
And it's her favorite. And I don't like sour food, right? But her mom made it. So
and you said, oh my gosh, I love this food. I love it.
I can't tell my mom-in-law that
no, you could just not make any comments. But you kept like making, oh my gosh,
because I was asked, is it nice? I mean, yeah, of course.
And like he said it so many times that all of us, we were convinced that, and my mom even said, that's so cool because your favorite food is his favorite food. Wow, you guys have so much in common. So we came back and like on the first week, I made that food. And he's not eating it. He's like, I don't like it. It's too sweet. How can you put sugar in food?
Of course. How do you put sugar in stew? Oh
But
my
you were
God.
fine with that in Iran?
Because I was, in my mom-in-law's
So yeah,
house.
he
so I
did
had
a
to-
lot of fake things.
No, it
when
was
he
just that
in-
one. The rest, I loved everything. The foods, I loved it. It was just that particular stew. Because you yourself, I don't like sour foods. I still don't like too much sugar. I was also very, very over pampered. Too much food. Too much food. Like, I gained like 3 kg or 4 kg.
Yeah, both of us we gained that. But
I really enjoyed it, really. I was over pampered. And that's a nice feeling. So, thanks to your family.
did you learn any Farsi?
Yes, I did. I learned Farsi.
Okay.
I learned lubia, the lubia polo, sabzi polo. Sabzi is veggies, right?
Yeah.
So polo is rice. So sabzi polo, veggie rice.
Uh-huh.
Pepper shit. They say a lot of pepper shit. It's like the way in Ghana we say please, pepper chop, everything. Pepper shit. So like, okay, too much pepper shit. That is, I'm sorry, right?
We have another tradition, not like a tradition, but it's something that we do, and that is called tarof. And that was one part that I was really worried about him, because I know that it's not very easy for foreigners to understand it. So basically, it's a way of manner that we have that, let's say, we don't really say what is in our heart because we don't want to give the other person too much trouble. So let's say someone offers you a tea and you say no because you don't want to put the person in so much trouble. You want to be, it's out of kindness actually, but I think we have turned it to a bigger thing. So let's say if you want to enter an elevator or someone's house, you say like, you go first. Oh no, you go first. You go first. So this can continue for like 5 minutes until one person enters the building. Or like, let's say when it comes to paying the food, it's like, no, please, I beg you, let me pay. And then other person says, no, let me pay. No, let me. So this can go for like 5 to 10 minutes at a restaurant, and it's so normal. Like everybody knows that, right?
So it's true, right? I went to the uncle's house, and I was served, right? And now I actually wanted to eat more.
Oh, you should have.
But I just
You're
had
a foreigner.
No,
Don't
but,
be like us.
No, but like, I mean, at the back of people's minds, to have to think, okay, what would they think? So this guy, because of this tariff thing.
But I think it doesn't apply to foreigners.
No,
it's
but
just something that is among
I was also
us.
being,
And I don't 100% agree with that in every occasion. I think sometimes, yes, you shouldn't put the person in trouble.
In your place, I was okay, right? But when I went to say about some of your families, right? They will serve me something. I just take something small, and then that's it. I just want to eat more, but I just, I have to do tariff. So these are all cultural differences, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Adanote, for spending the time with me.
Thank you.
It was very nice talking to you.
Yeah, so looking forward to my next interview.
Yes, you'll be interviewed soon.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.